Hey Brandon, it's Miss Fletcher. I'm going to go over research writing with you because that's what we're starting. We actually started that on Friday or Thursday rather. So I'm going to go over that with you and giving you information. So what I would suggest you do is maybe get some paper, take some notes, because I want to make sure that you get all of the information that you need. So I would like for you to take some notes, what I'm telling you, and just keep the information. I'll give you some, hopefully I can download some of the information for you. I'm not sure that I can, so you may have to have it picked up at the school office because it may not be downloadable. And if it isn't, you'll need it. So you're going to have it picked up. Okay. Also, what you're going to need is for your research paper, you won't need them right away, but you will for the future. You're going to need some index cards, which you will be turning in. I can probably download a form for you to fill in where you can just send it back, but we'll get to that in just a little bit. So just keep in mind that you are going to be taking notes on index cards for your paper and your bibliography, and you will be turning those in for grades. Research, what it is, it's the activity of getting information about a subject, okay? So you can use books, periodicals, the internet, which is probably mostly what we'll be using because, it's kind of hard to get to the library, et cetera, for kids today. So first you're going to be selecting a topic, and your topic will be selected from a list that I will send you. Then you're going to generate questions about your topic. You're going to brainstorm, as always, and then we'll go into researching, organizing, outlining, writing your first draft, etc. Okay? So that's what we will be doing probably for the next 2 to 2.5 weeks. And your research paper will culminate in 2 test grades. One will be for the paper itself, the writing, and one will be for the research. So all of that needs to be done, correctly, and it will be 2 test grades. Okay? So research writing that is based on evidence. These are your sources where you get your information and evidence. So everything is going to come from a source. Okay? You're going to be quoting, you're going to be citing, et cetera, et cetera. But again, I'll get into that. I just want to go over the basics with you, which is what we're doing right now. Okay? So the purpose of research writing is to either inform or persuade your audience. And in this case, we are going to be informing our audience about something that our paper will be about. Okay. So then you're going to select your topic. And again, I will be giving you topics and you can choose from one. These are going to be inventions that are going to be before 1950. So the most important thing about the research paper at this point is that I want you guys to learn research skills, how to write a research paper, how to use MLA format, using skills, citing, etc. So it won't be as important about the topic, although that will be important, but the topic isn't going to be something really controversial or something that you guys get to choose yourselves, except from a list that I have of inventions that were made before 1950. Okay, so that's just the way I've decided to do it because it will make it much more simple in teaching you the tools of research writing. Okay, so you may not even have to narrow it down because you'll be getting a topic from me. Okay, and it'll be a specific topic. Okay, then you're going to generate questions. So once you have a topic, you're going to generate some questions about the topic, like things you would like to know about your topic. Like if you pick the topic of, say, I don't know, sewing machine. Okay, you might think you know things about sewing machine. Yes, it's a machine to make clothes or sew things, but there's lots of other things that you may not know about it and that your audience may not know about it. You're going to be researching the inventor, their background, some information about them, the invention itself, etc., how it affects, society, etc. So you want to be trying to think of things you would like to know about your topic and anticipate questions that your reader might want to know as well or might want answered. Okay. So, that's what the research is, going to be all about. Okay. So, right now we're just interested in getting our topic, asking questions, thinking about the research, etc. So give me a minute here, and I will get back to what I was going to give you in the first place. And again, I'm going to try to download forms for you, but I may not be able to do that, so I might have to make copies and you would have to come in and pick them up because this is part of what you'll have to do. So hang on. All right, give me a second. I think that's the PowerPoint. I may be able to share the PowerPoint with you, but then again, I may not. So I'll be going over it with you though. So, okay. So research writing. Let's see, hold on, give me a minute. Okay, so your essay assignment, okay? So you are going to have an assignment, again, like a topic, and I'm just going to read you something here, and then you can kind of take a few notes or whatever, okay? And if you're not doing that, then you only have yourself to blame for if you don't know what's going on, because you do need to take notes and keep up with what we're doing, okay? So today, technology is all around us. It impacts almost every aspect of our lives. From the moment the alarm on our cell phones wakes us up, we are inundated with the modern world of technology and technological advances. We have a society where we have the entire knowledge of the universe in the palm of our hands. We can get information quickly with just the push of a button. However, there used to not be so much technology, so we're going to be talking about when there wasn't so much technology. Now, keep one thing in mind, that technology means advancement. It doesn't necessarily mean computers and phones and, things like that. It means advancement. So even the invention of fire by the early man was technology. So anything that advances society or that advances what we do and makes it better is technology. Okay, so you're going to complete a research assignment about how technology has helped our world. For your research, and this is what you need to write down because you're going to need to know these things, okay? You are going to research the inventor, who he or she was, and their education and other achievements they might have had. For instance, Alexander Graham Bell may have invented the telephone, but previous to that, he invented other things for deaf people. Like ear, I forget what they call it, but he also invented and taught sign language and helped deaf people. So he didn't start with the telephone, but he did start with communication in some respect. So these are some things you'll learn about the inventor of your invention, as you do your research, and these are things you're going to have to put in your paper. Okay. You would need to know when and why the invention was invented. You need to know what the world was like before this invention. So before the invention of, say, the vacuum cleaner or the atomic bomb or, Coca-Cola even. You need to know what the world was like before that. Again, that's going to take research, and that's what you're going to put into your paper. Okay? Also, you're going to talk about how the invention... Oh, excuse me. Hang on. I just lost my little spot here. Okay, how the invention affected society, both positive and negative if possible. So it may have affected society positively, but there may have been some negative effects as well. So if that's true, then you'll need to know that and have that in your paper. And also how and if this invention is still used today. And if it's no longer in use, what took its place? For instance, the typewriter. Okay, the typewriter was a way to not write everything, but to type everything, put it in print on paper and be able to turn it in that way. Well, we don't really have typewriters today. We have computers or word processors. So the typewriter is no longer in use, but the computer, first word processors and then laptops and computers took its place. So that's kind of one of the things you're going to have to research as well. But there's a catch. Okay, you have to select, and I will be giving you a list, an invention that was invented before 1950. So everything that I give you on the list will be before 1950. Now, people have already chosen their topics, but there's plenty left. There were about 35 topics altogether, and I'll be sending you a list probably in an email. Okay, So after conducting your research, which you'll be doing soon, you should look at both print and other sources. So if it's possible, you guys are going to have to look in books and magazines and things like that. But I'd say pretty typically you're probably going to have to use everything online. But there are magazines and newspaper articles online that you can find, and you're going to learn how to cite those in your paper. And I don't know about books, but you may find some books, and you may have to make a trip to the library. We may make that part of the process, even for the kids in the class. Okay. So when I send you a paper, you're going to be filling out the paper. So you're going to put your invention, the inventor, and then you'll have some dates, like number of paragraphs. It's going to be 5, but they're going to be big paragraphs. There could be as many as 15 to 20 sentences in a paragraph. This is a research paper, not just a paper or an essay that you're writing, but it's a research paper. So it's going to be very involved, and it's going to take a lot of time. Okay. And then you'll have some due dates that you'll be writing on this paper. So this particular paper, you're going to have to keep. Okay. And then, I'll send you the list of sample topics, and then I will also send you a brainstorming form. So you'll be doing some brainstorming for research writing, and this is what we did on Thursday. So you'll need to get this done as soon as possible and turn it in for your grade. They've already turned it in class. And then you'll be doing some narrowing. Well, you really don't have to narrow your topic, but you'll be narrowing your ideas. So I'll send you a form for that as well. So that's where we are so far. So everything you'll be doing is due for not the next class, but the following class, which for you will be Thursday. So write that down. This will be due on Thursday. And I'll be sending you the information, the sheets and everything that you're going to need. And I'll also send you the topic list, and then you send me back the topic that you want to research. Okay? So that's what we're doing right now. That's as far as we've gotten so far. Also, you need to turn in your essay. It should be in before tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. It should be in before then. So you won't get any points taken off, because if it's in after that, then you will, because I think you've had plenty of time to do it. I gave you the entire weekend to do it. So make sure that is turned in. Okay. And that'll be your final topic, which is a test grade. So again, these 2 research papers, this research paper will be test grades, 2 test grades, 1 for research, 1 for writing. There'll be rubrics for it, and we'll be doing it step by step. And there's going to be a lot of intensive work. So you need to stay up with it, keep up with everything, etc. Okay. And then if you have any questions, of course, you know that you can always email me with whatever questions that you have, but don't do that at the last minute. Make sure that you're doing this on the deadline. So if theirs is due on Thursday, yours is due on Thursday. If theirs is due on Monday, yours is due on Monday. You're part of the class. You don't have any special privileges. Even if you get up in the middle of the night and do your work, it still needs to be in on time. So keep that in mind. Okay. So if you have any questions, just call me, or not call me, excuse me, email me, and we'll take it from there. Okay. So I will be sending you the information, probably put it on Google Classroom. And then you can let me know if you have any questions about anything. Okay? All right. So have a wonderful day, and I will hopefully send you some more information as we have the classes. Okay? Bye.